Hello, this is Subir Ranjan. Welcome to my channel. In recent years, we have seen substantial growth in the smartphone gaming industry. Though most people only use smartphones for casual gaming while leaving hardcore gaming for their consoles and PCs. But that trend has slowly begun to change since 2018. With the popularity of battle royale games like PUBG and Fortnite and their introductions to smartphones, having a good GPU on the phone has become essential for mobile gamers. For those of you that don't know, mobile SoCs have a specific GPU and it is integrated into the chip itself. A GPU is not separated from SoC. Hence, every phone out there with a Snapdragon 845 will have the Adreno 630 GPU, and every device with Exynos 9810 will have the same Mali G72 MP18 GPU. However, two different SoCs can have the same GPU as well. For example, both the Snapdragon 625 and 626 have the same Adreno 506 GPU. For evaluating the performance of mobile graphic processors, I will use both the raw benchmarks as well as real-world gaming performance of the device. The resultant score is the mark, and I use this score to rank mobile GPUs. So ladies and gentlemen, in this episode of Inside Stories, I am going to cover mobile GPU rankings of 2020. And guys, if you are visiting my channel for the first time, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Let's start. The scores marked with a star or asterisk are only estimated based on the specification and the performance gain we are expecting based on the architectural improvements, GPU cores and clock speeds. I will update them with actual scores after I complete the testing. Here is the top ranking GPUs. My score does not increase linearly performance improvement. A GPU with a score of 115 is now 15% faster than the GPU with a score of 100. The performance difference is generally a lot more than a difference in scores. Difference in our scores is based on the perceived differentiating in real-world gaming. Some SoCs like the Helio G90T, Snapdragon 730G, Snapdragon 855 Plus and Exynos 9825 use an overclocked GPU and will deliver slightly faster performance over their counterparts like Helio G90, Snapdragon 730, Snapdragon 855 and Exynos 9820 respectively. This will generally result in a difference of 1 to 3 points in my mark. Of how to interpret the score. I have categorized the GPUs the following range in order to make the scores more meaningful. Mind you, this range is only suitable for playing games at 720 pixels. Guys, this video is going to be a bit longer. Very essential. Don't skip this video. A look of different GPU types and brands. Their CPU architecture. ARM Holdings also licenses the Mali GPU architecture to various chip manufacturers like Huawei, HiSilicon, MediaTek and Samsung. These companies incorporate the Mali architecture and implement it in their SoC. They often implement various variants of the GPU which might have different cores and frequency. The number behind Mali chip represents the number of processing units. For example, the Mali T880 MP12 has 12 cores. Though architecture plays the biggest role in the performance, the number of cores and frequencies also does affect the performance. As of 2018, the latest Mali GPUs are quite behind the Adreno and Apple GPUs in terms of performance. And the same also reflects in our rankings. This is one of the reasons why the GPU performance of Exynos, Kirin and MediaTek chips is lagging behind when compared to Qualcomm Snapdragon and Apple A series. Adreno GPUs are designed by Qualcomm and are used in their Snapdragon processor lineup. Earlier on, Adreno was known as Imagion, which when it was first developed by ATI Technologies. AMD later sold it to Qualcomm and they renamed it to Adreno. As of 2018, the Adreno GPUs are only behind Apple's in terms of performance. Because of the impressive performance of Adreno GPUs, most mobile gamers prefer the Qualcomm Snapdragon SoCs on Android devices. VR is owned by Imagination Technologies and they license their chipsets to many brands like Apple, MediaTek, Samsung, Intel, Spectrum, etc. Apple iPhones have also used the PowerVR GPUs till their Apple A10 Fusion SoC. A11 Bionic and A12 Bionic, Apple has designed the GPU for the first time. The performance of these graphics processors is outstanding and there's no denying the fact that Apple is doing an amazing job in their SoCs. Hope this list ends your search for that smartphone with the best GPU. Smartphone gaming is gaining popularity. I want users about the capabilities of their smartphones. But before you make a decision on buying a smartphone, be sure to watch your gaming test on YouTube. This will certainly help you get an even better idea of the gaming performance of that phone. This is essential. Every phone is not the same. Even though it has a decent GPU, no guarantee it will perform like the rest. This was all about the latest GPUs of 2020s. Before buying a phone, consider this video. How you loved this video was informative to you. Please give your likes, comments and shares, and ladies and gentlemen, if you are visiting my channel for the first time, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that whatever the latest leaked information I'm revealing through my YouTube channel will get updated to you at the earliest. In another episode of Inside Stories, till then stay safe, stay tuned. This is Subir, sign off.